Well, hello everybody. It's Bug Eater 64 here, and as you can see behind me up there is the C-130 Hercules. We're going to go ahead and do a little test flight from KWJF out to John Wayne International, KSNA, Santa Ana, California, and just want to test this bird. This aircraft is developed by X-Hangar at xhangar.com, is available on the xplane.org store, and it's the only C-130 I've found so far for X-Plane that has a 3D cockpit, and it's nothing spectacular. It's not a learning level type airplane, but it's one that's a lot of fun to fly, and it's a C-130, so in air hauler 2 it can carry like we're talking 26,000, depending upon the length of flight, maybe up to 31,000 pounds of cargo. So, or I believe 77 passengers. So it can be a real moneymaker in air hauler 2. The nice thing about this, it's about the same as the MD-80, the old jet. But the thing that's good about the C-130 is that it's a short runway landing and takeoff aircraft. With the reversers on the turboprops, it can back itself up, and it has a range of 2,000 miles. So, and the MD-80 has a range of 2,050 miles. So there's not a lot of difference. I think the listed, as I remember, the listed cargo weight for the C-130 in air hauler 2 is 26,000 pounds plus. The MD-80 has 31,000 plus pounds. So there's not a lot of difference between these two aircraft as far as their capabilities. The drawback on the MD-80, which I fly the Rotate MD-80 in my simulator, is that it takes a lot more runway, both for takeoff and landing. So that's where the C-130 is a military designed aircraft for short landings and takeoffs. It can basically back itself up, so, and you got that, and it's developed to land in unimproved runways. So very versatile aircraft, and we're just going to do a real quick test flight on it and see how it goes. Now, there was a Windows update last night, so who knows what that's going to do. I've been dealing with little issues all morning trying to get my computer back to running the way it is. I've looked at my X-Plane controller files. They appear to be okay, but we'll know more when we get in the air. So with that, we'll see you inside and get this flight underway. So we'll see you real soon. Okay, aircraft is up and running, ready to go, and so let's get out of here. And we've had a good meal there at the KWJF restaurant, which we're parked in front of, and we're gonna start heading out towards the taxiway. And our takeoff today is off from runway 6, which is pretty much the norm at KWJF, but once in a while the wind will change and we'll have to come the other way. But today is runway 6 according to ATIS. And it's a beautiful day, active sky in place, of course. So let's get down to the end of the runway and get going. Okay, so we're gonna do some final checks here, and then we'll get on the runway and get taken off. We don't want to spend a lot of time here at KWJF. We want to get this airplane in the air. And as you can see from the cockpit, it is a 3D cockpit, but you know, compared to some of the other developers, you know, it leaves a little bit to be lacking, but my goodness, to have a working C-130, which is one of my favorite airplanes military-wise for transport, and I've jumped out of a few during my career in parachute jumps. Yeah, I like this aircraft, and I hope you do too. Said it's got an FMC in it, which you'll see a little bit as we look at the panel. You got the Garmin 430, and then I was able, as you can see on the left there, the console, I was able
on runway
to use
06
my GTN 750 as a pop-up. So yeah. Alright, everything is... We're going to set our course and heading. Okay. Just about ready to go here. Yeah, I think the boys in the back are having a bit of a party there. I don't know what they're watching, but...
On runway 06.
Yeah, I hear you.
On runway 06.
Yes, this is a movie flight. Alright, let's run them up and get going. Okay, airspeed is alive. And we're off. You're coming up. So, as we say goodbye to KWJF, and start our flight over the mountains into Santa Ana, California, and John Wayne International. So, everything's she's flying fine, everything's working well. So it's going to take a little bit to get used to. But we're on our way. Okay, so we are very close to the airport. As you can see, we're doing about almost 1,000 foot, 1,200 feet descent. Watching our airspeeds, we don't overspeed things, but we're gonna be spiraling here, do a circling descent, because we're too high. And then we'll get lined up with the runway and see if we can't land this bird. But the flight's been very nice, no issues to speak of at all, and so the airplane handles well. And as you can see, looking at the GTN 750 there, we're circling, and we'll come back over to our glide path indicator to runway. And we should be landing on runway 20 right. Gears coming down. So this is a VFR approach. Everything looks like we're lined up. Okay, runway is right in front of us. Just a little bit to our left. Alright, we'll continue.
Long landing, 4,000 feet
Shouldn't be a
remaining,
problem.
3,000 remaining,
But a little bit long, but not bad. Now we
2,000
hit the
remaining,
reversers and we'll come to a stop.
1,000
Like I said,
remaining,
hit the reversers and come to a stop.
500 remaining,
And no reversers available.
100 remaining,
Okay, that's fun. Okay, hit the brakes. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, that killed number 4 engine. And this is going to kill number 1. Oh, we still got 2 good engines left. Is the maintenance crew going to be upset with me? Whoa. Alright, so we clean it up, get all the flaps up, that's fine. And head down to park. So, wasn't that fun landing? Guess what? Windows 10 struck at me. Little sneaky thing, that updater, I hate it. Okay, we got a big old limousine coming down the roadway. And we'll let them just pass under our wing. We've only got one engine on that side operating anyway. Wasn't a big limo, it was 2 sedans. Okay, so we're going to come down here, make a right turn, and cross over the active, and head over to cargo parking area. And there we can unload the cargo and let maintenance take a look at the engines and propellers. Yeah, that little bit of a long landing shouldn't have been an issue at all for this aircraft. You throw the reversers in, and this thing will stop really fast. But they have to be configured into the flight controls. And I'm guessing apparently with the latest update it deleted that binding. So we'll fix that. So there you have it. C-130 with a 3D cockpit. Not bad at all. Like I said, it's the best C-130 I have found so far for X-Plane 11. There are other C-130s out there, plus Laminar has their, but theirs is a 2D cockpit. I don't want to fly 2D, I want to fly 3D. So let's look at it again. Okay, not a long flight, short, pretty short, but and as you saw, I was a little bit late in my descent, and so we had to do some spiral descent, but we got lined up with the runway. Things went well there. It was a little bit of a long landing, which shouldn't have been a problem. But the problem arose when, after touchdown, I went to activate my reversers, and Windows 10 update strikes again. It had changed my configuration, so I didn't have any reversers. So it was all flaps and brakes to try to get the aircraft stopped. If this had been an air hauler 2 flight, it would have been expensive because both outboard engines would have been damaged. As you saw by that wonderful landing trying to get the airplane stopped. We almost got away with it, but still had a little too much speed when we took that little turnaround taxiway, and yeah, what can I say? But the aircraft flew well. It has an FMC in it. It also has the Garmin 430. And then I was able to use my GTN 750 in it. So no problems there. I like the airplane. It's fun to fly. Yes, it's not the most detailed cockpit, but it is a 3D cockpit. And I'm sure as time develops with this, you know, I think it'll only get better. It's a good airplane, but and it's not monetarily expensive at the org store. As a matter of fact, just to be honest about it, I didn't pay a dime. I cashed in some of my purchase points, and just over 400 of them. So yeah, it didn't cost much. So take a look at it. It's made by X-Hanger, and they've done a pretty good job. So with that, I sure hope you enjoyed the flight. I had a lot of fun bringing it to you, as always. It doesn't take much to tickle this old man's tickle bone. So with that, this is Bug Eater 64, and as always, hope you're safe and well, and remember, safe flying.